Thank you. Thanks for joining us. We have already done a session today. That was Tom on XR. So if you missed that, then by all means, try and get that from the website or on demand afterwards, because that's a really engaging presentation, quite innovative on our XR solutions. But this isn't XR focused. I'm Karen, Vice President of Dreamtek for EMEA. And this is Tom, who's head of XR. So really, if you missed this morning, just want to give a bit of an insight on Dreamtek. Traditionally a video production company, but now we're offering a complete portfolio of services specifically against events, ranging from video production through to live streaming, broadcast services. We do studio design and build, and also managed service where we implant personnel in-house in organizations as a strategic partner, offering our portfolio of services. This is a tech demo, so what we wanted to do was provide you with an insight into a product that we have designed specifically through the lockdown, and this was something that became a demand. Our clients not able to travel to events, not wishing necessarily to travel to events, and we've designed a product that enables us to capture in 4K camera, but to capture and to broadcast in one self-sufficient unit, which is configured remotely and operated remotely. It has its own connectivity. And we're just going to talk you through the functionality of that and then give you some examples of how this can be used.
Yeah, so this is the Broadcast Pod Mini. We have big, large broadcast pods that we put into different companies which have the same sort of functionality, the ability to capture, as Karen said, and also the ability to stream and go over the top to many different platforms, TV, etc. So the idea of this is that not for everybody within the event sort of side. You're not going to be sending hundreds of these things out, but we were sending an amount of care packages, basically cameras and lights and backgrounds and things to various people. This is the higher end of that, so if you've got a CEO, if you've got somebody that is requiring a really high level capture or is a very important part of the company, you would send something like this. So it gets delivered to their house in the box that you see, and all they need to be able to do is get it out of the box and put it on top and plug the power in. As soon as the power's plugged in, it has its own connectivity, so it has its own 4G, 5G router inside, and it sparks up, and the first thing that anybody sees is a Dreamtek producer on that screen on the front. And that Dreamtek producer or tech producer takes them through everything they need to do to connect whatever they want during the session. You can connect your laptop to it, so you can have slides. It can do picture-in-picture. It can do game consoles as well. We did a lot of esports gaming with celebrities actually during the course of the lockdown. This is what this was originally designed for celebrity esports, and it allows them to be captured, but also, like we said before, live streamed to a solution. It can be connected to Teams, Zoom, StreamYard, any sort of platform that you can imagine, vMix or anything, and that is all controlled remotely by our MCR in the cloud, so our control room in the cloud. So it's the hassle-free way for somebody who has not got the tech acumen, they haven't got the will or the need to want to work one of these things, and they can just have that plugged in wherever it needs to go. So the way that we service that is either through rental. So we'll have a rental go out, and obviously when you're renting it, you're also getting the service of the technician that is on the other end of that as well. So they service it and make sure that everybody feels happy and is ready for the session. Or you could buy the unit and we could deliver some in-house training to in-house teams on how to use it and all the back-end structure and the streaming servers and things that go with it. So for us, it plugged a gap, because we had all of these quite high-profile people that wanted to have the highest capture as possible, but also since then we found that other companies have wanted to adopt and maybe have 3 or 4 of these things. They just have a constant cycle around some of their sort of top brass, if you will, when they're doing their productions. The interesting thing about the way that it works from a capture point of view is obviously it's capturing, the broadcast point of view is obviously it's broadcasting via one of those platforms, but it's also doing an in-house capture inside as well. So you're getting the best quality feed captured to the device, which it then overnight uploads that file so that you've got the highest resolution, as well as having the broadcast or the broadcasted feed as well. So it thinks about all of those things. Yeah, it takes the hassle away from it, and it really is a broadcast system in the box, which is a managed service from either yourselves or from somebody like us.
And I think it's just important to probably say, when we're talking about the design, the workflow element, the remote configuration and operation, we have our in-house resource, our engineering resource, and these are the guys that have actually designed this product and are constantly looking at ways to improve, design new innovations. So we're not relying on third-party services here. This is all in-house at Dreamtek.
Yeah, definitely. There is a Broadcast Pod 2 Mini 2 coming out quite soon, and that will be encompassing some of the changes, like a movable camera. This one does have a zoom, optical zoom on it, which is fantastic, but there is a kind of PTZ version as well that's sort of on its way as well. But we found that these can go international. We've sent a load of them to the US. They ship very well. They get there, they're very robust, and they're just a system that can be utilised over and over again. In fact, some of the people that we've actually sent these things to, they just have them set up in their house now because they look quite pretty when they're set up as well. So yeah, they can fit like that. That's it?
Yeah, I think that's it. Any questions?
No?
Thank
No?
you. Yeah, we're
All right.
done.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. Were there any questions or anything at all?